Hello everyone! Thranxes here and welcome back to Conan Exiles episode 48. So not a lot of time has passed since my last episode. I'm trying to get some more episodes put out. So I thought what I would do this time is show off in great detail and explain who you can get where, the lap that runs through the city when farming for named thralls. As you can see, I just ran the lap in its entirety. I got a lot of experience. I'm level 36 now. I learned the heavy tacit. I got all kinds of lingering essences, and in the last run, I got Olina the Oathmaker, a named Taskmaster, as far as I can tell. So that'll be really great, although it's looking like they're going to take a really long time to train, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and get these lingering essences converting to ambrosia. Now, as far as I can tell, running this lap is going to it takes about 3 stacks of ambrosia to do it safely, and that might even be better now that this should be, yes. Now that I have the heavy tacit. Oh, I wanted to see the actual, it's getting a little crowded in here, but that's okay. I'm trying to stay away from the walls. I am going to do a build episode because I know I haven't done one in a while where I add on to this place. This place isn't finished yet. This was just kind of the rough draft to get a little corner foothold here inside the city. Yeah, so I want to see what the difference is. So let's equip. So we got 76, 38, and when I equip this, 82 and 44. That's really good. Really good. I don't know why I'm holding on to that. I spent materials on it. It feels wasteful. So I'm pretty sure I repaired everything. I've got these going. I think I'm going to be back. I think I'm going to be gone too long for that to really be left on. In fact, I don't really want to leave any of these on. Yep, turn you off, and you should already be off. Good. Let's check this. You're straight up out of fuel. That's right. I took the last steel fire out of there. And yeah, we're going to leave you off as well. I don't want this stuff running while I'm gone because I don't know how long it's going to take. Now, near as I can tell, make sure it's, yeah. Okay. As near as I can tell, it takes about 30 minutes to run the... What do we got? You're still crafting. You're done. You're done. That's great. We're going to have another Wheel of Pain before too long. It takes about 30 minutes to run the lap, and I'm going to include in the description of this video a link to the map that I'll be referencing. There is a map that I'll be using that pretty much shows the optimum path you should take as you run through the town and what professions you can expect to find. And keep in mind that anywhere there are professions, there's a chance, actually anywhere that NPCs spawn at a high tier like this, there's a chance that they will be tier 4. That is, that they will be named. And while so far we have a named Taskmaster, I guess I should have waited till the ambrosia was made to start the episode. But I was just so excited to show off this path, and I wanted to get the recording right away. While having a tier 4 Taskmaster and a tier 4 Smelter is going to be good, the real benefit I want is a tier 4 Blacksmith and Armorer as well, because they can make better weapons and armor than I can. And so that's very exciting. Again, talking about the corruption that I have, the city at my current state, or even just earlier before the last episode, was just beyond manageable. Beyond manageable. So I'm hoping by continuing to level up and then getting the thralls to make the better weapons and armor that I can craft, that will in fact lead to my being able to do the city, because I would really like to do an episode where I go into the city. I'm sure by now everyone's seen the city in other episodes or in other channels. However, I'm dying to get in there and check it out. So right. At this point, I'm kind of rethinking the waiting to craft the ambrosia Now it appears that the ambrosia is no longer reduced to 1 stack and that the lingering essences are no longer reduced to 1 stack, because after I dropped Aluna the Oathbreaker off here, I logged out and logged back in to try and force all of the NPCs to respawn, because I had really cleaned the town out. It was most of my armor durability. My armor was not broken, but really close to it. I had to repair the sword multiple times. I don't think I'm going to need this leather, though. I'm not really going to be using my tools in any real capacity. Oh, I'll put that back in here. The steel, though, I'm going to need. I repaired my sword quite a few times during the journey. And we'll mostly be looking for, and I'm going to need a little bit of stone too to repair the Ankh. I actually had to stop. I could have got more lingering essences than I had, but I actually had to stop at one point because my Ankh was broken and I didn't have the stone to repair it. I guess I could have got some easily, but it gets pretty hot and heavy inside the town doing this lap. So you'll definitely have to go with a group or be kitted out and leveled up fairly high be able to make it happen. Nice. This ambrosia is coming along nicely. Now, the last time I did this run, I did it with 3 stacks. But I'm going to go ahead and bring all of it just because I don't know if it's going to go as well or if it's going to go slightly worse. Let's repair the torch while we're waiting. Goodness, I wanted this run to be all about the lap, and here I've already wasted about 8 minutes with exposition and such. So that being the case, the episode might go a little long. I don't know. I don't want the episode to go too long, but in any event, I'm going to be showing the lap in its entirety. And hopefully I'm familiar enough with it now and comfortable enough with it now that I'll be able to explain it pretty easily and there won't be much hesitation. Plus, by bringing more ambrosia, I'll be able to heal very quickly and make this happen at a reasonable pace. So without further ado, I'm pretty sure everything is turned off. Let's get started. So the run starts over here, luckily enough. And now I built my outpost here just because it was an area inside the city without enemies. But I didn't realize at the time that this little path, as it's mapped out, actually starts right over here. So it's actually kind of beneficial. It starts out right by my outpost by sheer luck. So let's go over this way, and oh, a little bit of frame rate drop. Yep, a little bit of lag. Okay. All right. The game's catching up to the combat. Put you down, and your friend as well. Oh, that's a lot of people. That is a lot of. Okay. All right. Go ahead and take some ambrosia. Okay. Ooh. All right. And the other benefit is you gain a ton of experience doing this. Now, I am still on the ×2 multiplier for experience. And you got to keep that in mind. Your mileage may vary depending on your server settings. I kind of recommend, though, especially if you are running solo, that you run with your experience at a ×2 multiplier. It's not too fast. You still have to engage in some pretty heavy combat for it to move up at a reasonable clip. Ooh, I guess I could have ate and drank first. It's alright, we'll be going by the water. But the first stop on our list here is the Set Priest, as you can see over there. Alright, put you guys down. Woo! Run! Alright, let's do this. Time to dance. Very dangerous in this city. You need to have a lot of friends or some really good gear. Alright, drink that or eat that ambrosia. Drink it, eat it. I'm not sure if it's a drink or a food, but we're going to be consuming it at a pretty good rate. I need some bark and brimstone is what I need. I know I can get brimstone just outside the city a little bit, but... Alright, we're gonna take another ambrosia just to get going. Alright, there we go. Yep. Ooh, blocked that arrow just in time. Ouch! You shoot a guy in the back? That's raw. Alright, so we're getting down to the archers. I'm getting to where I don't really worry about the melee troops so much. It is really just the archers and the snakes. The poison from the snakes is actually really sinister. Alright, let's take another ambrosia. Yep, and there's that archer over there. Alright, we'll cut you down. There we go. And then we'll come over here. Yep. And we'll get you guys. Leave you all at once. Wonderful. Okay. Whew, holding my breath there for a little bit. It took a little bit of practice for me to get this down pat. Alright, so the first person on the list here is the Set Priest here. He has been glitched for me the last couple times I've come by here. That's what I need, some bark. He's been glitched, so I don't know if he's going to be glitched for you, but the last few times for me, he has been glitched. So let's go ahead and knock him out and see what tier he is. Set High Priest. Okay, so not an Archpriest, so we're going to go ahead and put him to the sword. Yep, sorry, but it's just not what we need. We're going for tier 4. I might accept tier 3 from some people, but this is, I'm not going to be accepting. The only thing I'm going to stop for on this run is tier 4. So that's the first stop on our patrol, is the Set Priest. And as you saw, very tough area to clear out. From there, you come down this way, and you're going to want to stick to the high road. There's likely going to be guards here that patrol this area. Yep. And you're going to want to take them down. Ooh. Sorry about your luck, but not really. Take those lingering essences. Now, as long as I don't use more than 1 ambrosia per person that I kill, should be okay. So now over there, where you can see there's a trio of workers. It's a blacksmith, an armorer, and a smelter, and a popular spawning point for Hyam Hammerhand, I believe is the name. Alright, so let's knock you out. Okay, this isn't going to be good. Let's weave through these melee forces here. Alright, and then I want to knock you out and see what you are. You look to be tier 1. Yeah, tier 1 smelter. Not who I'm after. Sorry. But keep in mind, anywhere these performers are, there is a chance you can get, yes. Ooh, a placeholder lore? I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Well, we did get brimstone and bark, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take you out. And your friend over there. No, I don't want to deal with that archer. Instead, what I want are these people. Yeah, you guys. You guys all look to be tier 1, though. Nothing special. Yeah. Now, I haven't found... Oh, I've only found the 2 named so far, but they do look different. So it's pretty much, yeah, Armorer 2. Pretty much expected if they look the same as other entities, they're likely not going to be tier 4. So we just go down there for that, and then we come back up. We don't stay down there. Our patrol route actually stays up top here. Alright, let's stop for a second and repair some things. Ouch! Really? Oh, over here. Yep, there are patrols that wander through here, so you have to keep that in mind. Now, eventually, I'm going to, when I get my second Wheel of Pain up, I'm going to get some archers going, some tier 3 archers and some tier 3 fighters to defend my little outpost. We're going to need some ambrosia. But for now, I'm really just looking for the performers. Now, further down the way here, this is a carpenter. Nope, getting shot up by somebody. Yep, she might carpenter 3, or carpenter 1. We'll take that bark. Get some lingering essence. And then over here, there should be another set priest, or at least that's what the map says, but I have not, the last couple runs I've done through here, I've not got a set priest here at this altar, so I'm not sure what that's about. Ugh! Ooh! Gotta watch out for those snakes, that poison is bad. Ambrosia. Ooh, and another archer. Yep, I see ya. I see ya. You're not fooling anyone. Let's go ahead, we'll do that ambrosia again. Alright, from here we don't really head this way on the patrol, but I'm just doing it for the sake of getting this archer down. Alright. Excellent. Now, from here, we want to head down to that street. You can kind of see that street intersection there. That's where we want to go. So we're going to drop down here and cleanse this little group here. Now, as long as you get the jump on people, it's actually really easy to put them down. Oh, archer. All right. And from here, we're going to head to the north. And up this way are dancers and a tanner, with the chance to get a couple of named people, of course. Let's see if we can pull just a small group. The last time I did this, I pulled the whole group at once. It was a royal mess. I don't want that to happen. As you can see, the groups in here are very large. Okay, that person with that odd weapon is a tanner. We're gonna knock him out. Looks to be tier 1 or tier 2. I'm not sure. We're gonna go ahead and it's tanner 1. Not on our list. All right, we'll cut him over here so the archer doesn't get us. All right. Now, let's pull some more people. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, it's going down. Archers.
Like the cobra, exile. My bite.
Nope, that's a dancer.
My bite is dead.
Couple dancers. Okay, all right. We need to pull back and take care of this archer here. Take an ambrosia. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, that person looks like they're wearing something that might be a little fancy. I'm poisoned. Ambrosia, please. Out of stamina. Okay, we're just going to walk around here. Kind of kite him around for a second. Yeah, you. You look like nobody. You look like you're wearing rags. This other person looks like they're wearing something that's a little fancy. Alright, so you're just hitting me with fists. Let's see what you have. Yeah, who are you? Stygian Dancer 3. Oh, Archer. Alright, okay. Well, we're going to put this archer down for sure. Alright. Whew. Goodness. I didn't get nearly all the lingering souls I should have just because everything got all crazy there. Oh, wait. Here are some people. Yeah. Excellent. Now, even though I'm looking for named people, I need a dancer because I'm dealing with this corruption. So we're going to grab this Stygian Dancer. Looks like they're a little bugged. They're just going to kind of hang out there. That's fine. We should be able to get back pretty easily, and then I'll continue on with the lap. So, in fact, what I'm going to do to keep this run at a decent time is I'm going to go ahead and just edit back to where I'm right back where I left off after I drop this dancer back at my camp. So I'll be back in a minute. So this is about where we left off here, where I grabbed the dancer. From here, the path continues up. Now, it's at this campfire here that you get the 2 dancers and a tanner, all of which have a chance to be named. Now, the map that I'm going to reference in the description lists named people at very specific areas, but as I understand it, anywhere a tier 3 can spawn, a tier 4 can spawn as well. That's as I understand it. Feel free to correct me in the comments if that's not true. Now, it didn't take me too long. Oh, Archer. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Alright, that Archer's going to give me a hard time. Alright, let's get the ambrosia. I don't like doing this at night, but I guess my timing wasn't all there. I mean, it didn't take too much extra time to run back, just a few minutes. I'm just trying to condense this episode to be mostly about the lap to take for getting thralls. So let's... Yep, that guy's waiting. Archer's up there. This part was a little challenging the last time I did this. Let me scroll my map down a little bit. Make sure that I'm... Okay. Nope, that was too much. Okay. I'll get it right, I promise. Okay. Yep, here you go. Good, you came to me. I like that. And that Archer is still just pelting me from up there. From there, you want to come around up to this path, and there'll be a nice big group here. We're going to get the jump on these guys before they jump us.
Seth will glory in your death.
Trying to sidestep everybody. Oh, but those archers just can't do that. Just too much with those archers. Oof, let's just hang out here for a moment. We'll get our stamina back. I'm going to go ahead and drink and eat. Very challenging to do this single player. Very challenging. But look at the experience. We're going to level up again doing this. Alright, let's get this archer off our back. And then these melee types, they can come down here to fight. Where's the other archer? Oh, they're over there. Okay. Alright. We're going to have to do another ambrosia. Alright. And we're going to go straight for these archers now. Get these guys off of us. Gained a level. I love it. Let's go ahead and get all these essences we need. Yep. Alright, alright. Can't shoot me from there. Good. Level up indeed. I think this time we're going to go Vitality and Encumbrance. We need the Strength alone for that one. But we are going to go take care of this archer. Sorry about your luck. I mean, not sorry enough to spare you, but still pretty sorry. Don't worry, I'll help your lingering essence see the light of Mitra. Fear not about that. Okay. Now, over here, which there doesn't appear to be anybody this time, but over here you can sometimes get a cook, which, I don't know, the last time I came through here there was a cook here. He was only tier 1. But this is the next stop on the lap. From there we're going to come up here and go over this ledge and work our way up to the north, mining the snakes. Ugh. I don't like this, not being able to see. I'm gonna have to... Ugh. No! Woo! Snakes. Snakes everywhere. Alright. So we'll continue up here. Now this is going to look somewhat similar to the last episode, because up this way, around these here to this building, this is where the Wheel of Pain is, where we got, where we found a Taskmaster last time. Wait, no. Is it? Oh, I went too far. It's up there. Too far, too far. So you come up this way to this building. This is where I got Olena Oathbreaker. Archers. My bane. No. Ambrosia. Okay. Whew. I apologize if you hear me go silent through some of this. I'm just concentrating very hard because I don't want to die. I want this video to be without deaths. All right, good. The sun is coming up. That'll make this easier. So now around here, I don't see the Taskmaster Thrall. So I thought everybody was spawning in, but it looks like some places people are still not spawning in the way they should. Oh, we'll take that brimstone. Actually, take that thick leather too. But this is where Olena Oathbreaker was, right about here. Snakes. Okay. Whew. Now that being said, we're going to be on our way. The path continues down through here, and then we turn the bend like this. Let me scroll my map down just a little bit. Okay. Now over here, this is where we got Dia Lead Drinker, as there's often a smelter over here. Snake? No, but a bunny. That was just, yeah, there you go.
Grant me cunning.
You look kind of fancy, though. Let's see, who are you? Probably just a tier 3 fighter, if I had to guess. Yeah, Stygian Fighter 3. You looked a little fancier than just a regular fighter, but I guess here the fighters are pretty fancy. Alright, good deal. That's my measurement of whether or not they look like a named thrall. You look fancy! Okay. Now over here, this is where you can get a smelter. Over here is where you can get a cook. And it looks like there is a cook, but it looks unlikely that they'll be named. And they're glitched into the dirt. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. In fact, you're all glitched. Interesting. Well, then let's do that like this. I don't want to dull my sword out on the wall. Oof, take it easy. Take it easy. It's not like you were going anywhere. You can just chill. You just chill there for a second. I'll get to you in a minute. Take that brimstone. Alright, so you definitely don't look like a named NPC, but we're going to knock you out anyways, just to verify. She might cook one, yeah, tier 1 cook. Ooh, Ambrosia, this guy's giving me a hard time. Ooh, disarm. There we go. There we go. And we'll take that lingering essence. Thank you. Alright, so from the cook we head down this way. And down over here, look at this rabbit. Down over here, we can get a blacksmith and an armorer. Ooh, that looks like a fancy person with a hammer. Who might you be? Oh, your friends. Stygian Armorer 3. That is not a named armorer. Let's get some ambrosia going, shall we? We're a little hurt. So I don't know if the tier 3s really look all that different from the named, because if I had to think back about it, I would swear that this is how Dia Lead Drinker looked. Armorer 3 unfortunately doesn't meet the cut for Armorer. Armorers and blacksmiths, I will not be taking at all unless they're named at this stage of the game. Because really we need the named ones. Okay, I'm going to come over here and help you. You got a leather apron on. What are you about? Who might you be? So this will likely be a blacksmith, because the other one was an armorer. Hyborian Blacksmith 3. Also not a named person, unfortunately. But this is still the route to take. Now, if you were just happy enough with tier 3s, this would be, you know, you could just clean up. And I will probably start getting more of these tier 3s once I have a second Wheel of Pain. But right now, with the addition of the Dancer, my Wheel of Pain only has room for one more, and I would hate to put a tier 3 on there just to get it named shortly afterwards. So from here, after the Blacksmith and Armorer, the path continues this way. We're poisoned. We'll take Ambrosia. We're doing pretty good on Ambrosia. Now I did convert some of the lingering essences I had. I made about 5 extra Ambrosia when I stopped back off at the base with the Dancer. But if you're keeping track, as long as I finish with 5 in excess, then that means 3 stacks should be plenty. Or what, 3, what did I start with? 3.5? People are a lot easier when you get to jump on them. And that person didn't even stop to see what was going on. Oh no! Poison. Now I know the snakes can give you fangs to give you anti-venom, but I'm not trying to waste my time collecting all that. And of course now these bunnies are on my list, on my blacklist. Snake, snake, snake. I hear you. Yep. Snake in the grass. Literally snake in the grass. Alright, let's take a second to repair this, and I'll repair you, and then we'll repair you. Wonderful. Okay, now in here is another Taskmaster. Got this archer here. Looks like a bunch of thralls, no Taskmaster. Bunch of low-level exiles. Drink some ambrosia. So the Taskmaster should be here. Doesn't look like anything fancy. Probably looks like a tier 1, maybe even an apprentice. Yeah, Taskmaster apprentice. Okay, that's fine. Now, if you come out this gate, A, there'll likely be guards on the other side of that gate. B, this takes you out of the city. Over there is where the dragon spawns in the big open area. So if I line it up just right, you can kind of see my tower there in the distance, the one that's outside the city limits. Just for a frame of reference, so you can get an idea of where you're at. Now, the lap is almost finished at this point. We've run through the bulk of the city. From here, we're going to come down this spot and work our way back around this building for a tanner. Now, this is a tanner with this weird weapon here. I'm not sure what exactly that is, but if they're carrying that, they're a tanner. Stygian Tanner 2. Sorry, not sorry. Maybe if you had a name, if you were an important enough character to get a name, then, you know, you'd be coming back to work for me. Ooh, what is this? Plant fiber? Yeah, that's good. Let's get some of that. Alright, now up here we're going to have melee fighter and some archers up top. We're going to need some ambrosia, though. Alright, are they going to run up after me? They likely are. I know they're going to beat up their building. That looks like a named tanner right there. Hold the phone. I want that person. They look mighty fancy with those purple clothes on. Alright, maybe just get the fighter separate, please. Yes. Now the tanner. And who might you be? Let's see if you have a name. How important of a character are you? Oh. Tanner tier 3. Well, at this point, this is pretty much the end of the lap. From here, you work your way back to the beginning, and then you start all over again. So seeing as that is the case, I'm actually going to grab this Tanner, because I think we're on the verge of getting another Wheel of Pain soon, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then, of course, from here, we're just going to run our way back. Woo, which is why it's really important to keep your encumbrance down. Oh boy, they're likely chasing me. I'd like to go back the way I came because I know that that way will be clear. And looks like they're gonna stop chasing me. That's good. Okay, no, maybe not. And we got snakes. Snakes! Now if we go out this way... Yeah, this way takes us here, which to get to where our outpost is, we need to head this direction. Now you can kind of end, now that's the end of the lap. You can kind of go back any which way from there, and especially if you don't have an outpost at the same place I do, you might not want to start there. You might want to find a different way to start depending on where your outpost is. I would highly encourage that area though for an outpost, just because there really are no enemies there. That little corner is fairly safe. So we should be able to come up here, and there's our tower right over there. Let's drop down here. We'll gather some aloe. We still got our Tanner rank 3 behind us, which is good. And that's pretty much it. That is the lap. Now, my goal, my plan, is going to be, once I get a second Wheel of Pain up, to kind of run that lap over and over and over and over again, level up a bunch, and hopefully, at the same time, get some named thralls. So I've done this lap twice. Well, no. So the first time it wasn't really the lap. If you remember the first time when I got Aya Lead Drinker, or I keep wanting to say Aya. When I got Dia Lead Drinker, I was just kind of wandering around. I hadn't really done anything with it. I wasn't very comfortable with knowing the lap. The second time around, it was a little rough, but I still was able to follow the lap pretty well. The little round robin path. Still can't get my horn to work. Oh well. But this time I feel like I've got the little route for the lap rather down pat pretty well. So that being the case, I'm just gonna run it over and over. But I think before I do that, what I will do is I will actually dedicate a little bit of time. No, not there. I'll dedicate a little bit of time to crafting some stone structures, because I know I've been claiming I'm going to do a build episode, and I built a lot of this without showing it. But to be fair, a lot of this was piecemeal. It's taken me a few days. It was grind a little bit, put down a furnace, grind a little bit more, put down more of the foundations. Okay, now I'm going to grind and put up the stairs. So it wasn't just like I got everything all stockpiled and then built it all. If that was the case, that would have made for a really great building episode. But what I'm going to do, now that I have the infrastructure in place to maintain my tools and weapons, which is what I was afraid of, that I would not have for a mass grind. Now that I have that, I am going to mass grind. Oh, I forgot I turned you back on when I came back. Darn it. Now that I do have this stuff in place for a mass grind, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grind a lot more stone components for building. I'm going to fill up this chest, and then we will do a build episode where I expand on this base. And I will show that probably as the next episode, because I know it has been a while since I've done my building episode, and I don't like that. I want everybody to get to see me build some, because I have had that requested. That is pretty much the end of it. So again, I'm going to have the link to the maps, the screenshots rather, that I have that illustrate the path that I just took, so that you can take it yourself. And so look in the description for that. This has been Conan Exiles episode 48. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching. As always, I've had a good time playing and demonstrating this for you. So please come back next time when I promise, next episode will be a building episode. It just might take me a little bit of time to regrind out the stone in mass. But until then, take care.